Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's video. My name is Stephanie. Welcome if this is your first week tuning in. Each week I do an energetic forecast for the coming week where we channel 3 keywords from the Akashic Records, as well as some crystal guidance and some oracle cards. So this week we are looking at the energy of the week of July 3rd through the 9th, 2022. If you do happen to come across this guidance outside that time frame and it feels relevant to you, then it is. But that is the time frame we're looking at. And let me just tell you a bit about the decks we're using. We're going to use crystal deck number 5 from healingcrystals.com. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied because I'm just noticing that I picked everything pink this week. I hadn't noticed that before. So this deck is pink. And then for our Sunday energy, I chose Radley Valentine's Guardian Angel deck, which is what I refer to as the pink angel deck when I do private readings with it. That's kind of interesting. And then for the rest of the week, a deck I don't normally use here on YouTube is the Oracle of the Fairies, also pink. So just it kind of caught me off guard there when I was looking at all that pink, which usually means that we either have a loving energy coming in, kind of a nurturing, softer, loving energy, or that's the kind of energy we need to focus on for the week. So that'll be interesting to see what comes up from the cards and from the crystal energy this week. So let's see. Let's talk about the 3 keywords first that came up from the Akashic Records. The first one that came up was naivete. So, on the surface sounding like being naive, which doesn't always necessarily have a great connotation to it. Sometimes we refer to people like, oh, they're so naive in relationships, or they're, way too naive for their own good, that sort of thing. Naivete is the word that came up, but when I asked a little bit about it, it said, in the truest sense of the word, in the dictionary definition of the word, which is lacking knowledge. So just being aware if something pops up that you may not have all the information you need in order to make the best decision for yourself right now. Allow things to unfold, allow things to play out, allow yourself to receive all the information you need before sort of jumping the gun or making a rash decision this week. So think of it, like you are naive about the situation at this point, but the knowledge may come to you, the guidance may come to you, the information may come to you throughout the week. So just being aware of that as you go into this week, you may not have, you may be lacking knowledge. It may be the truest sense of the word naivete. So then the second keyword that came out was resources. The third keyword that came out is support. So that also to me makes me think that it is in the truest sense of the word naivete when we combine it with resources and support. And those resources, as I always say, it can be in the form of helpful people. It can be in the form of financial support. It can be an article you stumble across. It could be a book someone mentions to you. It could be a website link. It could be a person. So being aware of what those resources are that are coming into your experience this week that are bringing you knowledge, because the naivete keyword is indicating that there may be a lack of knowledge. It's not a bad thing. You don't know what you don't know. So, but indicating that something may be coming into your experience that will be of benefit this week. So being sort of extra aware of those things that come into your experience this week, because that's going to be the third keyword, which is support. That's going to allow you the support, allow you the knowledge you need to move yourself further down your path, or have the illumination you need, shed a light on what it is you need as far as information to make the best decision or to move forward in the best way possible. So that's our Akashic wisdom for this week. And then let's talk about our crystal energy. So I did draw the cards as always. I have not peeked at them yet. We have Pargasite. So interesting. It's a pink deck. Everything I have picked this week is pink. Pargasite is green, but green connects with the heart chakra, which is that sort of loving energy. I feel like the word naivete is almost like, almost has an air of compassion about it, because it's just a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of implementing things we've already learned. It's just we haven't learned them yet. So it's like kind of giving yourself some grace or some kindness to allow knowledge into your experience this week, and then you'll be better able to make decisions and move forward. So Pargasite going to connect with the heart and solar plexus, which is also our center of love and self-love and compassion toward ourselves, but also self-worth and self-esteem and how we carry ourselves in the world. The 3 keywords are empathy, support, and release. So support appearing here in this keyword, empathy, very much like compassion, which is what I just said I'm feeling with that naivete keyword. So you have that empathy energy, you have that heart energy, you have support, which is also our 3rd keyword. And the mantra or affirmation you can use this week is, I am emotionally supported by the universe. And with all of this pink energy going on, I have to think there's going to be an emotional component to this week. So giving ourselves some kindness. And then Sunday we have from the Guardian Angel Tarot, we have the 7 of Action. So the 7 of Action says challenges, but not necessarily in a way that you can't overcome. So this is interesting when we combine it with that naivete energy, because the challenge may be only in our own perception. It just may be that we don't have all of the information we need yet. So don't get overwhelmed if you feel a challenge at the beginning of the week, either Sunday or Monday, or even, Saturday, if you listen to this early. Don't be overwhelmed by what seems to be a challenge, because know that with those other keywords and the energy that's coming in, the support is going to be made available for you. Those resources are going to be made available to you. So don't get stuck in the energy of things feeling challenging. Say, oh, okay, I know I'm just naive about this at this point. I know I'm just lacking knowledge. It will be made available to me as I need it. So the 7 of Action card says you are being called upon to claim your personal power. Interesting that that also came out in the solar plexus message from the Pargasite card. Feel confident, as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from an unresolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. So just being mindful that what seems to be a perceived conflict or a perceived challenge may just be that you don't have all the information yet, and letting the week sort of play out and just keeping your focus on the positive. Like, I am thankful that the resources will be made available to me. I am thankful that I have unlimited support. Then Monday we have, this is so funny. We have look in a book, which I love. The naivety, it just kept coming up, resources. And that can be in the form of, I think I even might have said it could be in the form of a book, an article, a website link, a person, whatever it is. Monday says, look in a book. Whatever you question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So very much what I was getting from the Akashic Records. Yeah, definitely be aware of like written material, whether it's a book or an article or a website link or a blog post, or something is going to come in that's going to really be illuminating for you this week as far as the information you're seeking or the information you feel you're lacking, so that you can have everything you need to make the best decisions. Tuesday, we have ask for help. So this matches that support keyword from the Akashic Records. And the ask for help card says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So, angels provide one form of angelic assistance. I am a huge fan of leaving things really open. I mentioned that frequently. When we're trying to create or manifest more of what we do want, don't dial it in so tightly. Don't hold the reins so tightly that you can't allow something better than what you are aware of to come up into your experience, to come into your experience. So it's the same with the ask for help. Don't dial in who or what you think you need so tightly that something better can't come in. So ask for help. And yes, we do have to ask. We have free will in this human experience we all signed up for. So if we want help from higher realms, from our higher self, from angels, from whatever higher vibrational energy we want assistance from, we do have to ask. So phrase it clearly and say, this is my dilemma. I would like assistance in whatever way is in my highest good, and allow that to come in. And that will come in these resources, whether it is a book or just some other information or a helpful person. Then you've opened that channel and you're allowing that information to come in, or that resource to come in whatever way is best for you. Because sometimes we don't know what is best for us, but higher wisdom does. Oh, funny. So Wednesday is the wisdom card. Speaking of higher wisdom, it says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So, the word challenge coming up, indicating we're going to need some support, but also indicating that it's here, it's available for us this week. We need only ask. So I love that this comes up right after I said it's available to us. The wisdom card comes up. So do ask for whatever you need this week. Make it clear, don't dial it in too tightly. This is getting really funny. So then Thursday we have pure intention, which is, asking for what we want, setting that intention, putting your words out there. Words carry power. They carry energetic vibration. So this says, put your intention out there. What is it you want? Can't get it if you don't know what it is. So, or if you don't voice what it is. This says, the fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. So, by phrasing things like I mentioned a few moments ago, thank you for the resources that are available to me that help me put myself into the world for the highest good of myself and for others. How can I best be of service? Focusing on connection and purpose. And it's sort of a cycle. You are someone else's helpful person as someone else is maybe a helpful person to you. You provide resources for someone as others provide resources for you. So it's about being clear with your intentions about what it is you need so that it can be provided to you. It's there for you. And there are people and resources and higher energies like angelic beings in your higher self that are always really wanting you to succeed in this experience, this life experience. You just have to make clear what it is you want from the experience. And then Friday, we have the protection card. And it's the message I'm getting with this one is kind of about ideas being protected, your ideas, whatever you're working on being protected. It says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So that's interesting that the message I was getting intuitively was about ideas being protected. And this says psychic protection. So very much a blending of kind of emotional and intellectual energies this week. We do have some, this pink energy coming in, this emotional energy, but also, and the heart-centered energy coming in, but also really kind of using our minds to discern what resources are available to us and what we want to ask for. And then knowing that our ideas and what we ask for is being protected so that it can grow and flourish and get itself out into the world. It's ridiculous. So that it can grow and flourish. We have the flourish card. So this is ridiculous even by my standards of ridiculousness. Flourish says the lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. So just what I was saying about sometimes you are the helpful person for others and sometimes others are the helpful person for you. Sometimes you are the resource for others. Sometimes others are the resource for you. Sometimes things feel really small. Maybe you provide somebody with a website link and it changes their life because it leads them to a resource that is extremely helpful for their health. You just never know how you are being helpful for others, and others never know exactly how they're going to be helpful for you. So that's why it's best not to dial things in too tightly or be too controlling about what it is we want to create, and just saying, use me in the best way possible. I'm here for it. I'm here for this experience. I am here to flourish. So that is our energy for this week. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you next week.